Hello and welcome to another Ef2000 Tactcom Let's Play video. Today we're going to learn how to do the Immelmann maneuver, or the Immelmann turn as we'll call it. And the Immelmann turn was named after Max Immelmann, who was a German World War I fighter pilot, and he perfected this maneuver and chalked up many kills. Unfortunately, the pilot died, I believed, when he was 25 years old. The Immelmann turn is useful when you're in a turning dogfight with another plane and you're both trying to get your guns into the aiming reticle, as we can see in this picture. If you imagine you're fighter A, you're trying to get your guns in onto fighter B, and fighter B is the enemy who's trying to get his guns onto you, and you're in this continual turning circle. Worst case scenario is you're both spiraling down and losing altitude and losing energy, and you're both coming up to stall speed as you're turning tighter and tighter. And there's only two ways one of you is going to win. If you've both got evenly matched planes, one of you will have to break off from the attack as you're getting close to the ground, or the other pilot can perform the Immelmann maneuver, as we'll see in the next page. Now, if you're fighter A, you'll need to do this maneuver well away from stall speed. So you basically pull up on the yoke and climb nearly vertically for a few seconds, and then you barrel roll 180 degrees and then pull back again, and then you should be behind fighter B. The theory is fighter B will try and turn even tighter and pull up at the same time, but because we're near stall speed, his nose will always want to go down, whilst you're already pointing down, and you'll have gravity helping you aim your guns at the fighter. So let's put this into practice. So let's go into the simulator and we'll select guns only and choose the MiG-21 to start us off. An easy plane to dogfight. We're going to be head on and at close range 6 miles away. We're going to throttle up and press Shift and M to get the mini map up, and we'll be in the Eurofighter with guns only. And there's the MiG-21 just ahead of us to our right. If you press F2, you can look over the shoulder and over your head. And it's about a mile away. The infrared search and track has got it as well. And now we're in a turning circle. So he's trying to get his guns on us and we're trying to get our guns on him. We're just going to slow down, so we're both going to be at a slow speed, because what I want to do is make him stall and be unable to follow us up when we do the Immelmann maneuver. And this takes a bit of practice and time.
Warning, radar lock.
Now it's got a radar lock on us, but I've turned all the missiles off, so there's no need to worry about that. Now we're going to be below 400 knots. We're about 3,000 feet. He's a little bit above us, so he's got an altitude advantage. I want to draw him closer. I'll let him get his guns on us, and then I'll turn tightly and he's got to come down to us. Now, because of the mountains, we've got to be careful. You can see how the altitude jumps up and down. So I just want to get him on our plane of flying.
Warning, radar
There he is,
lock.
just behind us. I'm continually switching from the forward view to the F2 view so I can know exactly where he is. So he's just above us now. In the middle of the screen, just below the HUD, is the infrared search and track screen, and that's like a little camera on our plane. Now I'm pulling up. I'm at stall speed nearly. I don't want to be below 250 knots if I can avoid it. And there he is trying to follow us. We've done a barrel roll and we're turning around down onto him. There he is. And we can get our guns on him, and now we're behind him. There he is. And the infrared search and track screen can show his orientation. Although he's managed to just turn around as well, so we could have got a shot off if we were a bit more careful. And although this is a slightly older plane, the MiG-21, he's having trouble trying to shake us off, so we're still behind him. And we're in a great position just to shoot him from behind. We're at 200 knots. We're at good speed. We don't want to be below 200 knots because we will stall and fall out of the air. And he's just trying to dive down to gain some speed. But we're on his tail, we're on his 6, and he ain't gonna shake us now. There he is on the top left. Just beneath the box is his closing speed. So if it's a positive figure, that means he's slightly getting away. And now he's slowed down, using our air brakes so we don't overshoot him. If he's weaving left and right, he's trying to slow down, and this is called the scissors, and he's trying to make us overshoot him. So we just got to watch the throttle and the air brake. And he's made us stall, so we need to just point our nose down and gain some altitude, or gain some speed, sorry. And don't forget to use the afterburners as well. And now he's behind us, so we're going to have to use the Immelmann maneuver again. So if we bank and create a turn, we'll let him follow us a little bit, just so he can have a little taste of what it's like. And now we're going to turn and get ready to do the Immelmann maneuver again. Lucky it's a computer opponent, so he ain't going to get wise to us that quickly. Now we're pulling up. We're nearly at stall speed, so he must be nearly at stall speed, and this fighter is more advanced than the MiG-21, so we have got a power to weight ratio advantage. Now we do a barrel roll and get our sights on him. We seem to have lost him, and that maneuver is a fail. We have to be careful not to fly vertically too long, because the newer fighters like the Su-35s can get their cannons onto us much quicker than the MiG-21s, and they will shoot us out of the air. So we're using the advantage of our power to weight ratio to perform this maneuver, and the MiG-21 can't do it as quick, so that's how we can get our guns onto him. Right, we've done another Immelmann maneuver, barrel rolled at the top, and he's managed to get his guns on us. I can see some cannon fire, and it's not working too well at the moment. I think we're still learning this maneuver. I think we're doing this maneuver at too high a speed. We want to bring us both down near to stall speed. So I'm just making turning circles to encourage the MiG-21 to follow me. And we're going a bit faster than I would like to be, so if we turn tighter and get our speed down a bit. Right, we're going to pull the maneuver again, point our nose up to about 70 to 80 degrees, and aim up for a few seconds, barrel roll 180 degrees and turn down. Right, this looks much better now. There he is. He's having trouble. And that's it. We completed the mission. Excellent. Okay, let's try this again with a harder adversary. Let's choose the MiG-29. Same conditions, but over the fjords. We're going to throttle up. And if we press F7, we can see what the fighter looks like. Now I'm going to bank away a bit because we want to encourage him to get on our 6, and then we're going to turn around and initiate a dogfight. There he is. The infrared search and strat screen is always worth keeping an eye on because you can see which direction the plane is pointing in. So at the moment he is circling, trying to get a fix on us. And if you can see his nose point straight towards us, that's very dangerous because that's when he's got his guns on us. And we've got to be careful not to hit the ground. I have seen enemy fighters accidentally hit the ground. Right, ready to pull the Immelmann maneuver. Ouch! You see, the MiG-29 can follow us quite easily, and he's got some cannon onto us. I'm still going to complete the Immelmann maneuver. There's no reason not to. And he's managed to follow us, so we're just going to gather some speed and turn again.
Radar lock.
See, we can't fly a straight line too long because he will get his cannons onto us. We're going to turn tightly. We want to turn at about G-force 4 and not much more because we will black out. And we've done another Immelmann maneuver. We just want to get a feel for how each of the enemy planes can follow you in this maneuver. So you'll never manage to get a kill on after the first maneuver. So don't be disheartened if you can't get it right the first time. It's almost like jousting. You won't get hit each time, and then, well, after one maneuver you'll do it. So we're just performing another Immelmann maneuver, and I can see on the infrared search and track screen he's sideways, so he can't follow us for some reason. He might have stalled out. So we're going to loop down, do a 180-degree barrel roll, and get our guns on him. Perfect. So that's where it's worked. He's stalled out or unable to do the maneuver, and now we're on his 6. Perfect. You can see the 2 engines on the infrared search and track screen, and we're going to use our afterburners just to make sure we don't stall out too, because we're using our plane to the limit. And now he's gaining altitude. I think he's trying to do the Immelmann maneuver on us now. Now we're at 10,000 feet, he's at 14,000 feet. We can still get our guns on him, although he's forgotten to do the 180-degree barrel roll. Right, we've got some cannon fire away on him. You can see how the reticule does like a clock display. If it goes round and it's half full like now, that means you've got half a chance of getting him. So the closer the better. I can see he's still flying upwards. We're at 25,000 feet and he's still gaining altitude on us. You can see the difference in the knots display beneath the target box. Now he's turning down. We want to keep our knot speed difference minimal. We're on his 6 now. He isn't going to be able to go anywhere. There we go.
Warning. System
We've got some
stable.
damage from earlier, but this is quite comfortable one-on-one. Okay. He's finding it very hard to shake us at the moment. And now he's going up into the sky, getting altitude again. So one correct Immelmann manoeuvre has put us in this great position. So we just need to keep doing it until we can get into a great position. And it's only a matter of time before we can destroy this plane. Now he's at 37,000 feet. We're nearing our flight ceiling, so someone's going to stall out. It's not going to be me. I'm watching our speed, and the cannon's on auto fire, so all we need to do is get our reticle over the target box. And again. Now he's stalled out now, he's reached the top of his ceiling, flight ceiling. And he's been hit, smoke's coming out of the plane. And he's diving down, I think that's the end. And that's it, the computer confirms it. So yeah, that is the Immelmann manoeuvre. And no wonder they're not producing these games anymore. They're too realistic, and we don't want any military pilots of any opposing countries or potential opposing countries to get free practice. Okay, till next time, thanks for watching and bye bye. Let's do the dam busters all together now, yay!